So today we have another bit of news on the 2020 Democratic run as Kamala Harris pulls in front while Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders fall behind woefully. I mean, really woefully. So, several post debate polls conducted after the first Democratic debate show former Vice President Joe Biden and Senator Bernie Sanders stalling or losing support, which is not surprising considering how they basically did not answer a lot of the questions posed to them by the other candidates. While Senators Kamala Harris and Elizabeth Warren are making gains among primary voters. So, I mean, it's kind of an interesting point at the kind of an interesting standpoint at this period of the game. We've got the two biggest candidates for the past several months falling behind versus these two upstarts that are starting to gain ground because they're starting to gain interest in the eyes of voters, which is, it's a good way to go. A CNN poll published Monday found that Biden, with 22% support among registered Democrats and Democratic-leaning independents nationwide, a drop of 10 percentage points since the previous poll. Harris was close behind with 17 and Warren 15. An increase of 9 and 8 points, respectively. So that's a pretty good jump for them. And Sanders garnered 14% support, a drop of 8 percentage points. So he was neck and neck with Biden's current score previous to the debate. In a CNN poll, South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg received 4% support. Cory Booker and Beto O'Rourke gained 3%. Amy Klobuchar remained steady with 2%. So, for the most part, Buttigieg and I just love that name. I don't know why. Buttigieg, Booker, O'Rourke, and Klobuchar are pretty much out of the race from the gate. But I think the main reason why Kamala Harris and Elizabeth Warren are pulling ahead in the polls and in support in general is because they're actually emphatically discussing issues that are important to the American people. Issues of infrastructure, of equality, of race, racial tensions, and racial and economic inequality in America are issues that if you talk about them and you talk about changing them, most people are going to listen because, let's be honest, most of us are tired of the same old crap, different gosh darn day. I mean, just saying, from a layman's perspective, that's pretty much what I put up with on a daily basis. I don't deal with the racial stuff so much, unless it's on behalf of my sister who is of a minority. But I do deal with the economic issues quite frequently, especially the issue of extreme poverty. Not just poverty, it's to the point where some days I wonder how we'll make it through the month. Even though we manage to be, by the grace of God alone, it can be a struggle some days. But a Tuesday Suffolk University / USA Today poll of Iowa Democratic voters who say they are likely to attend the state's caucuses also saw Sanders in fourth place behind Biden, Warren, and Harris. So, yeah, the two frontrunners are now the two people trying to bring up the rear as far as the top four, which really at this point, those are the only four that matter because the others have such a huge gap in between the highest scorer of the rest of them and the lowest scorer of the top four that there's practically almost no way that they could close the gap. So, sorry to Mayor Pete Buttigieg, but you're probably not going to be able to be president of the United States. Although, with a name like Buttigieg, I think we'd all get tired of it at some point. Then again, we got tired of Trump pretty quick, so, you know, even a relatively normal name can still become tired after a while, depending on what you do. And boy, what has he done? But that's for another video. I thank you guys so very much for watching. If you are voting in the polls this coming year in 2020, or if you plan to vote in the caucuses, please let me know. I will have a poll up in the eye over here. If you wish, you can just go ahead and click that eye and then go ahead and say, yes, I'm voting, or no, I'm not going to vote. And I'm just curious. It's not going to be, you know, like I'm going to judge you. I'm just curious because, frankly, I think we should all do our civic duty and vote if we can, because a lot of times if we don't vote, we're not going to be able to manage to change the way that the system works. The people do have the final voice in a lot of areas. Even just my own home state, we've managed to shoot down several bills that would have seriously made a detriment to the state. I mean, yeah, it was just not a very good thing for those bills to pass. But we have the final say in a lot of areas. We just need to band together and actually get to the same page. So, I thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a wonderful evening, or a wonderful day as it is. I'm filming this the previous day, so yeah. But I'll be back when the day is new, and I'll have more ideas for you. And you'll have things that you'll want to talk about. I will too, because it's you I like. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. And if you can, treat someone good in your life today. Thank you for watching.